Hey YouTube, Yugioh T is here with my Dinomorphia Dogmatika deck. I'm actually very proud of this build. I made it myself. I've actually been topping several tournaments with it. I've been topping 8 usually in most of the tournaments. Sometimes I get like 9th, maybe 10th place. The highest I ever got with this was actually 3rd. So it's pretty alright. I haven't really been like losing. It doesn't really like brick that much. I am going to show you guys the build right now. So obviously you play the 3 Theresia and 2 Diplo. This is your Foolish. This is your main starter. Sets up any trap card Foolish, any Dinomorphia card to the graveyard, and they both float from graveyard when they're destroyed by any means. Pretty broken card. Your opponent burns for 5. You have 2,000 or less, and if you have 2,000 or less, she gains 500. One Flores, Ecclesia, and Maximus. These are your Dogmatika monsters that you play. This is probably like the best one you can do. Your opponent can have something broken in the extra deck. They're not gonna most likely discard it to the graveyard, but it will give you a hint of what they're playing going first if you go first. Obviously this can't be destroyed in battle by extra deck monsters, and this negates the card on a monster on the field, face a monster on the field. They're all good cards. All Dinomorphia. Dogmatikas gain 500 attack when any of them attack while he's on the field. It's a pretty broken card. These are like the main monsters that you play. These are like your 8 monsters that you really play to start up the deck. Hand trap wise, 3 Effect Veiler. Yeah, you might get punished. You might get punished for using the Effect Veiler. Triple Tactics Thrust, Triple Talents Tactics. To do Ash Blossoms, I love Ghost Ogre. I was playing 3, but it started to become a little too bricky. And I played 3 of these instead now. I was playing 2 and 3. I'm now playing 3 and 2, and I think it's a lot better. This is mostly for like monsters that have like that one broken effect, but it's too strong. You can get it off the field. Also for field spells, continuous spells, equip spells, things like that. I don't know why nobody like this card. I love this card, but that's just my opinion. Going into the next part, you play 3 Nadir Servant, kind of self-explanatory. You're playing Dogmatika, so you're gonna have to play this. Play 2 Fossil Dig. You play Dino Monsters, you gotta play that also. 1 Call by the Grave, kind of self-explanatory. And this is something I was teching, and it kind of works out fine. I played the DPE package. You play 2 Fusion Destiny and 1 and 1. It's usually there to like bait out maybe Ash Blossom. You can activate any of the Dinomorphia trap cards on your turn. The Fusion one, not Frenzy, but you can bait out a trap card and then use this instead, and you can't Ash it. And DP is still like a very powerful card. It's still a very broken card. Don't get me wrong. Just nobody's like playing it like that anymore. I only played 2 Dinomorphia Domain, but I do play 3 Frenzy. I think I love this one a lot better than this, only because this you can use on your opponent's turn, and you can use 1 and 1, 1 from main and 1 from extra, so you can immediately go into Rexum. You have to like Kendra this in order to go into Rexum. This you can get an instant Rexum. But yeah, that's why I only played 2 and 3. It's very good. Like, I still think this deck has some potential. 3 Intact, a Silent Strike for the deck. Very broken card. First of all, like I said, it's a Silent Strike. So if you control a Dinomorphia card, you can negate the effect of any monster, destroy it. And if you were to take battle damage, it's only cutting your life points in half. So it prevents you essentially from dying that turn by battle. You can have 100 life points, you go into 50. They can keep attacking. You might be at maybe like 5 or 2, maybe 1 life point. If you have 1 life point, then you lose. But like this card is amazing. This is probably one of the supports that we actually really needed. One Sonic. This is like the solemn judgment of the deck, you can say. It stops the one for spell and trap cards anyway, I should say. Play alert. I was playing 2, but I cut it down to 1. I don't think it's essential for me to have 2 in here. Also cut this down from 2 to 1 also. You know, you have Cartagena to copy, so you're essentially playing 2 and 2 anyway. 3 infinite impermanence. I know I'm playing a lot of hand traps, but you know, if you're going second, then you need something to like defend yourself a little bit. So that's why I'm playing so many hand traps. A 3 Effect Veiler, 2 As 2 Ghost Ogre, and the 3 Imperms. You know, pretty self-explanatory. 1 Dogmatika punishment. It kind of comes up, but it kind of don't. If I get it, cool, but it's not like essential for me to like use it. Like I have it in the deck, but I never actually essentially used it. It either got destroyed or I just never used it. Extra deck lineup. We have 2 Cartagena, 2 Rexstorm, 2 Stealth Bergia, excuse me, 2 Stealth Bergia. So loses attack equal to the life points that you have. Essentially, if you use it first turn, this has got 0 attack points. Or could copy any Dinomorphia normal trap card effect. This is like the skill drain of the deck. Your opponent can activate anything on the field equal to or more than your life, equal to your life points or higher. So it's like essentially a skill. You can have like 50 life points, and I don't think there's any monster with really like 50 life points with 50 attack points. So you know, this card is like, once this gets out on the field, it's essentially very good, but you also gotta watch out for cards like triple tactics talents, because you know, if you go into this and you copy, you can make this, but then it could easily just be stolen. So just be wary of that. You don't have to pay any cost to activate any counter trap cards or Dinomorphia cards. So this is essentially broken. If your opponent activates anything, you can burn them for that damage. They all float, not float, but they also summon 1 from the graveyard. This is level 6 or lower, and these are both level 4 and lower. Very good cards. Like I said, I really have like fun with this deck. You're playing this, you know, you're playing Dogmatika, you're playing the 3 Nadir Servant, so you gotta have something to destroy just in case. It gets out your problems. 1 Garuda draws a card, kind of self-explanatory. You're never gonna summon this card ever in life. 1 Titanclad, you know, just in case. You can always go Nadir Servant, get Maximus, send this, summon Maximus, send this, and something else to the grave. Summon Ecclesia from deck, and then get the Flores in your hand. Essentially, you have like a whole negate with 2 monsters that's gonna be hard to get rid of. I play number 60. I use it mainly to draw either 2 cards and discard 1, or to go for game and pump up a monster to double the attack. This card is amazing, like really amazing in this deck, especially if you have a Cartagena that has like, you know, essentially like 3,500. Double Cartagena's attack becomes 7k, or Rexstorm becomes 6k. You can go for game with this card, but that's what I usually use it mostly for, just to go for game. Usually, if I'm desperate, then I'll have to draw 2 cards, and I'll do that also, but that doesn't come up that often. 1 Logia, 1 Doka, they're both dinosaurs, so it's, the whole deck is dinosaurs. It makes sense. Negate monster effects, negate spell and trap cards or summons. So yeah, like that's kind of like essential. 1 Emerald, this is for like emergency purposes. If you run out of materials, well, let's say your fusions, you can always recycle them back. If your opponent allows it, you can always recycle them back. Put anything that you need back into the deck, draw 1. Nobody's really playing it, but I brought this out maybe a handful of times, not really like too much. 1 Omega, you know, kind of self-explanatory. Put anything back to the deck, especially if you Maximus, you can see what your opponent is playing. If they're playing Unchained and they send the Yama to the graveyard, you're gonna obviously return this and the Yama, so they don't get a free, you know, summon from destroying their own cards. And DPE, you already saw the package, 2 Fusion Destiny, 1 and 1. You know, broken card. If this card comes out on the field too, it's gonna be difficult to get rid of unless, you know, they play Ghost Spell, which I don't think nobody's playing Ghost Spell at this point. But yeah, there's that. Also, while we're at the end of the video now, I am going to make an announcement. We will be doing a box giveaway. And the simple question is, we have a bunch of main sets main aside sets that came out. We have Valiant Smashers, as well as the Rarity Collection and the Age of Overload. What is your favorite set out of those three? Just leave that in the comments below, and the winner after the raffle will be able to get to choose between one of those three boxes. And yeah, I guess that's mainly it. I couldn't make it to Richmond, unfortunately. I have work, so you know, maybe I'll go to San Jose, Costa Rica. Just like, I'm not in no rush to really like go out there. Like, it's not even that expensive. I might go out there, I might not. But you know, only time will tell. But otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Larry OT is out. I'm glad to be back, and I'll see you in the next one.